Hi, it's Underla Flom with the National PTSD Service Association. Cowgirl, come around. Sit. Yes. And I'm president and also someone here to give you some of our virtual training tips. The top 10 things I see on the internet that people want training for with their dog is how do I keep my dog next to me on a leash? And they sell all these different types of leashes that allow you to mechanically control your dog, but the real control comes basically with the relationship and bonding you have with your dog. And it starts with short bursts of training. So I choose these 3 o'clock times because it just so happens to be a time in my business life that I know I'm always gonna be with my dogs, bonding and giving that opportunity for food. And in these training events, I've got some food with me. And today I'm just gonna reiterate how to have that dog, Cowgirl, you gonna pay attention? Yes. So, and I'm splattering food just a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it short and brief for you so that you see that as I'm training, yep, I'm keeping her attention here, but when she was a puppy and I first started working with her, very short bursts, and I stayed working with her through just ourselves and then pretty much started being around lots of other people. And these bushes behind me you're gonna see are gonna emulate what I got firsthand from being in group training, and that was the opportunity to be around other people where Cowgirl and I would walk in between them. And a person would be standing here and we'd walk. See, I'm dropping food. Come on, pay attention. And we'd walk around people. Yes, yes. And I'd have her right next to me. Cowgirl, come on. Come on, I know I'm dropping food. So you see how, sit, stay, good. Yeah, stay. Nope. At a certain point in time, you wean yourself and your dog off of the food. So in environments where you go just a little bit longer, just a little, now I have her good and hungry today. Come on. Right here. Stay. Yes. And that gives you the opportunity to practice. What I really like to show you here is I'm in my own yard. So she doesn't even have a collar on, a leash on. She's not running anywhere. She's only picking up the little scraps. But the point is, when this works and you and your dog are bonded together and you're going in between, you practice at home, go in between your bushes. You can do this in the morning, like in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's usually dark. I can do this in the dark and the dog's paying attention to me. And this time of day, there's all sorts of geckos and bugs running around that she likes to chase. But she's paying attention to me, and we're practicing with that bonding, walking in between things. So you know that if she's doing that with me without a leash and without a collar, that when we're out walking around and I give her a command, I'm expecting her to pay attention. And we have that bond. I've given her the words that I'm expecting her to know. And here's the other thing. I'm paying full attention to my environment and how I'm communicating with my dog. There's been times where I've been out and I've got more than one dog with me, so I really have to be zeroed in on my communication. And they're impressive dogs and people can be very, very impressed. And I will stop and talk to them if I can. But my number one thing when I'm out working with one of my dogs is am I communicating with my dog and vice versa? Now, of course, being out and about, I'm enjoying nature, I'm on my bike sometimes. It's a lot going on. So as I trust my dog, as I trust myself with my dog, it gives you an opportunity to know that even if it's you in your backyard with your little kids, and I just had one of my video chats with one of my favorite doctors in the whole wide world, and she's got a little dog, and I always laugh with her, does he come when you call? And she's like, oh no, he doesn't have to. But she doesn't let him run out and about in the front yard where he's going to run into traffic either. But if she were to take it to that next very level, it just starts at that point where I would say, with that little dog or your big dog, if any of your animals don't come when you call, you put them where you have your full attention, and when you say their name, yes, cowgirl, yes, and then you give them the food. So in her case, she knows her name really well, and if your dog doesn't even know his name, you start a little bit at a time, reward, little bit at a time, reward. But the first marker is when they look at you in your eyes when you say their name. The problem might be when you're saying their name, they're giving you full attention and you're just giving 3 or 4 bits of more information, and they might be getting confused. Did you say their name and you want them to come? Did you say their name and you want them to pay attention? Maybe also think about all of these words that you're using, because until the dog has a marker of understanding and you understand what they understand, it's hard to figure out what the very next step is. That's why in-house training works really well. Going to AKC classes, Good Puppy, Good Citizen. Now all of those dogs with our National PTSD Service Association, they pass all those benchmarks with the recipients, and that gives the recipients and their family a chance to get to know what it is that's expected of them out in an environment and their communication with their dog. We so appreciate you and your support, and anything you do to help us in the Sarasota, Manatee, Hillsborough, and Charlotte counties helps our first responders and our veterans receive the best that they can get from a PTSD dog, where we train them at EuroPro Canine Training Center, and we look to every Monday at 3 o'clock have this virtual training. You can go to our website and sign up for an opportunity to earn a training class with Joe Galen. Hopefully we can do some more video with him, and you'll also see some of the other small bits of virtual training that I'm giving you to give you insight and understanding into that precious puppy that you have at home, because pets make a big difference. We have a Fill the Truck event coming up at the second Saturday in June, and that's out at Benderson Park, and we appreciate all the pet food that comes in that we are able to give to our recipients and other veterans and first responders who have pets where it's making a big difference in their life. You have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Cowgirl. Yes.